Hello friends, welcome to Home Cooking with Soham. So what I'm cooking at home today? Today I am making a Chicken Kathi roll. So this is one of the street food which is mostly served in all the parts of India. Today I'm making my version. I'm using a wholemeal chapati, which is like a flatbread, and I'm making like a chicken mix. Best served with mint chutney. So let's see how it has been made. For the chicken mix, we are using a nice hot pan, oil. We add our onions. Over here we want to make the onions really nice and brown to get the rice flavor and a sweetness on onions. And in middle white term, I am adding a little bit of water just to make sure the pan doesn't get burned, and it also helps to give a bit of onion to cook. Now we add a ginger garlic paste. So just lightly crush ginger garlic paste, mix well till you get a nice smell of the ginger garlic paste. Make sure you cook it very much well. It gives flavor as well. And then we gonna take our spices, our powdered spices. What I'm doing over here is that I am taking a bit of water and mixing it well, so the spices, they don't get burned. And also it also gives a good flavor once you put in water and then put into the heat of the pan. Make sure you take all the spices properly, and then we mix well with onions. Cook it so well that you can see that the all the oils of the spices are coming out. As you can see, the spices of the oil are coming out slowly. As you can see that when you see that the spices are mixed and they're cooked well enough, now we're gonna add our sliced tomatoes. Now we add the tomatoes. We make sure we mix it very much well so the tomatoes are nice and loosened, and it gets completely have a nice onion and tomato mix. As you can see, now the tomatoes are literally mixed well and well cooked. We take it out from the pan, and then we use the same pan to cook our chicken. So over here I've taken chicken, I've cut into thin juliennes. I have taken chicken thighs. It's a great meat, cooks very, keeps nice and tender. Mix it very much well and keep cooking with the same mixture. You can see the chicken is cooked. It is cooked on its own juices, and then we add our tomato and onion masala. So this is almost the last process of making the chicken mix. Mix it really well. We check the seasonings, cook it up till it leaves a little bit of oil. That also gives a nice flavor to the chicken. To end, we finish with nice fresh chopped coriander. You can also add a little bit of lemon juice if you want. Then we just take it out whatever we need. I have made a homemade chapati dough, which is made from flour, water and salt, and then you make into small balls and then you roll it into nice and flat. I have added some nigella seeds, which are onion seeds, just for flavor. And then we can see I flattened nice and round. So I'm putting some butter on all the sides of the bread and a little bit of flour. So what I'm going to create some layers of like a puff pastry layers to give that kind of a texture for our chapati, which is a flat bread. You can see I'm making some ribbons, and then I'm just going to roll it like a small dough size. Try to make sure it's more than intact. If it's not intact, when you start rolling it, it will loosen it out. You see the pera shape, and then you press it again in a bit of flour and then you keep on rolling till it's nice and thin and it's a good shape. You can see it's nice and flat, a little bit of thickness just to make sure it doesn't get too much thin. And now we're gonna take a nice hot pan and cook the chapati from both sides till golden brown. When it's almost brown like that, to see all the colors, we add our egg. The egg gives a great flavor for this thing. It's again added protein, which is also which is good for taste. So when you put the egg, you make sure you're covering the whole chapati with the egg. You can add one egg for one chapati, or if you want to add two egg, go with two as well. So once the egg is put, you just flip it around and cook the other sides. You can see the back side is nice and crispy, and then make sure the egg is cooked completely to give more flavor. And now once it's done, we're going to start assembling the whole dish. I'm making a different shape like a cone, so I cut into that line and just roll it like a cone. Make sure I have even space in the middle. I'm adding the sliced onion, sliced cucumber, and the chicken mix what we made before. Little bit of chicken mix, little bit of chopped coriander, and then I will be also adding the mint chutney. So this is one type of folding the kathi roll, which I find it very interesting. And I will also show you the other way of doing like a classic kathi roll. We put the mix in the middle, the chicken and tomato spice mix in the middle, and then we add the sliced onion, the sliced cucumber, again coriander, some mint chutney that we made, and we just go like a natural fold. Try to make it nice and intact, so when you try to lift with your hand, it's nice and has a steady grip to eat. And there we are, two different types of making kathi roll. I hope you have enjoyed this recipe. Do make it at home and do subscribe. Enjoy. Happy home cooking.